look at this fog. I don't know if the GoPro's doing it justice, but this is actually improved. 10 minutes ago, I could not see 5 meters in front of me. If you have a look here, I'm completely driving with electronics. I got no choice, I can't see anything out in front of me. I'm just hoping a boat's not hammered along coming my way. But look, I'll check back in once we're actually on location, once this fog clears up a bit. I'll probably put a jumper on because it's freezing, and I'll explain our bit of an intro of what we're doing today. Yeah!
A few minutes later.
Okay, we're on location. Fog's not lifting. This is the mission. We need to get ourselves a white fleshed fish. Now I have no bait on the boat, I have no food on the boat, I have no burley on the boat. So our first plan of attack is to actually go catch some bait, then we're going to go get the fish. The reason we need a white fleshed fish is the dish I want to make today for us is ceviche. Ceviche is a dish I've had when I was traveling through South America. Now, not very cultured food-wise, but when I came across this dish, I thought it was just next level. Reason being, I can cook it on the boat whenever I want it. I don't need fire, I don't need gas, I don't need anything, because you cook it in lemon and lime juice. So all I need is to pick a few lemons and limes off the tree. So, there are a few other ingredients needed. And what we're going to do now, while I'm just searching around finding ourselves a little bit of ground, is I'm going to flick back to yesterday Arvo. Yesterday Arvo, let's go back in time where I got you the freshest ingredients for this dish. Welcome to yesterday. Alright, Saturday Arvo. Last thing I want to do is go down to the shop. So I'm just going to have a pick around what I've got here. So in the fruit bowl here, we'll go an Avo. That's good for what ails you. And we'll go this lime. Fun fact about lime, it's full of vitamin B, which is a massive preventer for scurvy. So if you're ever on a ship in the 18th century, make sure you duck down to the supermarket first and grab yourselves a few of these bad boys. All right, let's see what we've got in here. Lebanese cucumber, I assume from Lebanon, we'll grab that. A tomato, we'll grab that, easy. And, oh, there's one chili left, which, Em, can I grab that last chili? Guess that's a yes. Spice up your life with a bit of chili. Righto, let's go. On to the main ingredient. Okay, so for this recipe we're probably going to need 3 lemons, so I guess pick your best 3. Now, there's a bit of an old trick for telling if you've got whether you've got a good lemon or not. So if you take a bite of it, and if it tastes awful, it means it's probably right. Let's go. That flashback was a complete waste of time.
But this is our new satisfaction. Chip thrill, chip tricks. It seems like the way to live. Who said I should be a big shot? Who said I should take it, take off? I gotta rest. I'm feeling so good. In me I know it, but I'm misunderstood. Feeling like that, well, they say it's so.
Oh, we're on. Oh yes. Oh, yes, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes. Here we go. Oh, yes. Keys not to get squirted here, folks. I'm going to try not to do. Oh, you beauty. Oh, it's got me. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? I'll pop the, look at the mess I've made. I'll pop the head off all in one. Ah, what a rook. How much of that squid have I worn? Not too much, I'm looking pretty good. All right. Bait is sorted. We are heading out to deeper water. We aim at catching a better fish that we can fill our tummies with. Woo! Out here, I'm glad I didn't wait for the fog to lift because it is not going anywhere by the looks of it. But I tell you what, it is amazing being out here. I love being out on the water. That's what it's all about. Oh, I don't think there's too much size to it, unfortunately, but still a fish on the board, which, our double hookup, flatty heaven over here. Righto, might let these little fellas go and we'll keep moving. Hey, look out. First keeper. Phew! Oh, this rod's just gone. Oh, yep. I don't think it's, oh no. I've dropped it. You bastard. Tip for out in the boat. Buy yourselves one of these jet boils. Boils water in about 2 minutes flat. Gives you the option to have a cuppa while you're out here at sea. And let me tell you, when you're just sitting around, ooh, hee-hoo. Oh, burn a few hairs then. Boiling water, pretty simple concept really, but the other thing are these coffee bags. Make it really easy. Don't have to carry anything else with you. All you need is a cup. Fun thing about this cup I only just saw before, I must have paid bugger all for it because they haven't even spelt coffee right. 1 F in coffee apparently. Anyway, cuppa on its way soon. Now this is living. Ooh. Oh, we got, that's been on the deck for all of a minute and we've already got something off the bottom. I don't think it's much size, to be honest with you. I think it's less than much size. Oh, it's a baby. Baby flatty. Righto. It won't do. It won't do.
1 hour later.
Who's hungry? I'm starving. I'm going to put 5 more minutes in here. Otherwise, we're getting plagued by small flatties and it's just a pain in the ass having to unhook them each time. We've got that one decent sized flatty, which I reckon will do me. I wasn't ever going to come out here and bag out. I just wanted to come out here, get amongst it, get on the water. I love it out here and have a bit of a good time. So far, look at the day. It started off shit house. We could hardly see our hand in front of our face. Now the sun's out. I'm having to put sunscreen on in a minute. We're going to shoot inshore. I'm gonna anchor up over there and we're going to cook up a bit of a feed because I'm starving. I'll see you there. Hope you're hungry. Oh no, just as I've signed off to say we're going for a feed, my rod's gone. Hopefully we've got another good size flatty. Oh, you beauty. Look at this. Ah, he's not massive, but he's definitely a keeper. Oh, how good. Righto, folks. That's us sorted for lunch. Alright, folks, so if you've never filleted flathead, I just realised I did one and the camera wasn't on. Basically, you want to cut straight through, and you're going to cut through that actual rib cage because it's not going to matter because what we'll do is we'll pull it out. Then run your knife just gently along its backbone all the way to the edge of the tail. Then take that bit of guts out. Just take a nick out of that meat, and what you can actually do is pull the flesh off the skin. And what you can do once you get down to here is you just pull, and the whole rib cage comes out with it, so you end up with a nice little boneless fillet here. Alright, so for those who don't know what ceviche is, Peruvian dish. Basically, what we're going to do is have our fish and we're going to cook it in the juice of the lemon and the lime, along with a few other things. So, first up, key is squeeze your lemons and limes in first. Why is that, you ask? Because when you squeeze them and you end up with some pips in it, you can grab them out before all the ingredients there. You're not having to sort through all the ingredients. So squeeze your 2 lemons in, chuck a lime in. Certain areas just use lime, some use a mix, some just use lemon, but I like to do a bit of a mix. So we end up with basically a bowl of citrus juice. First thing, whack our flatty fillets straight in. And what they'll do, those acids will actually cook it. So while they're in there, I chuck a little bit of heat in there too. Love my chili. So I'll wash this knife after filleting, by the way. Not an animal. So chuck a bit of chili in there. Chili to taste, as they say on the shows. Bit of onion. Now, red onion's key here, guys. Brown onions doesn't give it the right flavour. So leave it, you don't have to cut them up into fine bits. Traditionally, they like them long, okay? And also, that citrus will sort of take a lot of that bitterness out of that onion as well. Take that out. Next ingredient, bit of cucumber. Look at those knife skills. Probably in MasterChef next season, I'd say, after to see this footage. Halve them, chuck them in. We better put the rest in, we don't want to waste it. Not about that. Might keep a couple of bits to put on my eyes while I sunbake while this cooks. Alright, onion. We've got some avo, but we'll put that in at the end. So, what I'll do now, put our lid on, shake it around. You want to coat everything in the juice. Then, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Give it one more swirl around. What we're going to do, swirl that around. It's a little bit warm today with this sun out, so we'll sit that off to the side in the shadows. We've got about 20 minutes before that's eating, so let's throw to a drone shot, show you where I am. It's stunning, but I'll tell you what, there's people everywhere. Everyone's got the same idea. There's heads on them like mice out here, the amount of boats. It's nuts. Righto, check this out. Welcome back. So, the final product, we've chucked our avo in it, and what you can see here is the fish, if I can grab it, goes white, just like if it's cooked with heat, which is the same chemical reaction which happened. This is cooked, but it's cooked in the acids of that citrus. So, bon appetit. Oh, that is good, real good. Little side note, the juice you left over at the end, if you're in the situation where you happen to have a shot glass nearby, which normally I'm not too far from one of those, but not out here, you can actually, the Peruvians will shot that drink. They call it tiger's milk, and they believe the benefits are out of control, but tastes pretty good. It's not even in fast forward. That's how good this is. Righto guys, thanks for watching. Tune in next week. Again, I'm going to try and get an episode up a week. Please jump on and support me. I'm about you, inspiring you to get out and get amongst it out here. That doesn't mean you have to be out in a boat. That can mean you're just off a duty. That can mean you're out or just walking around the bush. The main thing is you're outdoors and you're living your best life. Jump on, subscribe, stray mate. Please support me. I would bloody love it if you do. Thanks a lot. See you next time. You. That's awful.